Hi everyone, and welcome to Pray Through Play. I'm Joanne Wallace, Pastoral Associate for St Mary's and St Bernadette's and St Teresa's of Holland. This week, I want to share with you an idea of how we can engage our children with Holy Week in a way that is fun and creative, but also can be prayerful at the same time. Now, I don't know about you, but Lego is a big deal in our house. Going into my son's room is perilous, and Lego seems to find its way into every room in the house. My son has 2 drawers full of Lego that he has constructed and deconstructed time and time again. Does this sound familiar? Well, I want to share with you the reflection on Holy Week that my son and I created in a couple of hours, all from Lego. The first thing we had to do was think about the narrative, what the story of Holy Week is. Now, you may want to read a story of it first, watch some YouTube cartoon story versions, or simply just talk through it. Looking at what you have available in terms of actual Lego, think about the main points of the story that you can create. Between us, we split up the different scenes. So I put together the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus with Pilate and Barabbas, and Palm Sunday. And my son chose the Last Supper, the cross, and the empty tomb. As well as sharing good quality time together, and it got him away from devices as well, it was an opportunity for us to talk about the scenes that we were creating. Use it as an opportunity to ask things like, what may the disciples or Jesus have felt at this point? My son was even making suggestions on the best figures to use to represent characters, as well as pointing out faults in my construction. Well, that went down well. Anyway, here are some examples of the scenes that we created. Palm Sunday was probably the easiest to do. Without worrying about historical accuracy, as you can see, we repurposed some trees and palms from his Jurassic Park Lego to be waved. For the Last Supper, I left my son to it. He had to go through and count his characters, so he had enough for the disciples and Jesus. And please ignore the fact that there's a chicken leg on the table there as well. Next is the Garden of Gethsemane. What I loved about this was that my son helped me decide where Jesus should be praying and how the disciples would be lying asleep. And yes, that's the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter in the background. The next scene is Jesus in front of Pilate and the crowd, where the crowd are asking to choose between Jesus and Barabbas. The thing that made me really chuckle when we were making this was that I picked up a character for Barabbas and was firmly told that there was a much better one in a robber's mask that my son had had in mind. And he was right, to be fair. It looks so much better. Following on, we have a cross symbolising the sacrifice on Good Friday. And then finally, the empty tomb. And we changed Jesus to wearing white in this scene too. We honestly had so much fun working on this, and we took photographs, obviously to share with you. But if you've got kids who are particularly interested in photography or animation or messing on iMovie on iPads and phones, then why not encourage them to make a short picture book or animation of Holy Week? In fact, children often come up with some great ideas once they get started. So go and try it and have fun. Reflect on Holy Week together through play, and remember that spending time as a family and sharing this reflection together is still prayer. That's all for today, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed it, and go have fun.